Louis Armstrong never played at the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival. The last time he played in his hometown of New Orleans was at a 1968 event that was a precursor to Jazz Fest. During the second Jazz Fest in 1971, a show at Municipal Auditorium was titled A Salute to Louis Armstrong. It featured Wallace Davenport, Andy Moses, Punch Miller, Dave Bartholomew, Dizzy Gillespie, and George Wein, among others. Pops himself couldn't be there, though. He was at his home in New York, recovering from a heart attack. And his recovery was short-lived. He passed away in July, just 2 months later. Louis Armstrong's contributions to New Orleans have been acknowledged many times over the decades at Jazz Fest, but never so profoundly as in 2001, when Jazz Fest celebrated Satchmo's 100th birthday. The festivities included a Louis Armstrong Centennial Pavilion on the first level of the grandstand, and a jazz tent performance of Louis's home cooking trumpet tribute with Gregory Davis, Irvin Mayfield, Marlon Jordan, Clyde Kerr Jr., Christian Scott, and Trombone Shorty. And because Pops was so well known as a red beans and rice lover, there were also cooking demos of his personal red beans recipe. Each weekend, there was a tribute in Economy Hall featuring Dr. Michael White's Armstrong Hot 5 and Hot 7 with Thais Clark and Nicholas Payton. A memorial second line was held in his honor, and there were multiple interviews on the Allison Minor Music Heritage stage with Louis Armstrong experts and musicians. Even though New Orleans' greatest musician and greatest festival never really overlapped, the music and spirit of Louis Armstrong has been a huge influence on Jazz Fest over the last 50 years, especially at his 100th birthday year in 2001.
WWOZ's celebration of Jazz Fest at 50 is made possible by the Remedy Room, the Gold Ring Foundation, the Hellis Foundation, the Ruth U. Fertel Foundation, the Durbus Foundation, and the New Orleans Tourism Marketing Corporation. Special thanks to the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation. Check out WWOZ.org for more Jazz Fest at 50.